to the sacred temple of knowledge, where the only way to win valuable prizes is to beat the geeks. Hey everybody, I'm Tiffany. Please welcome the CEO of Silly Facts, the host of Beat the Geeks, Keith Van Stratton.
Hello everyone and welcome to Beat the Geeks. Tonight, one of these three challengers will get a chance to win our grand prize package worth over $5,000. Yep, that's the good news. Now, the bad news. We have collected the finest steel-trap pop trivia minds in existence and assembled them here in our arena. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Geeks.
Mark Edward Hoyk, the movie geek.
I've seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show over 100 times. What have you done with your life?
Michael Jolly, the music geek.
I've bought records on 5 continents.
Paul Goebel, the TV geek.
Some people say I watch too much TV. Those people are idiots.
And our special guest geek, Gabriel Kerner, the Star Trek geek.
What did William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and Gene Roddenberry all have in common? Like my bad self, they were geniuses.
Yes, there they are, the hideous gargoyles of trivia knowledge that guard the grand prize from challengers like you. But before the suffering begins, let's see who we have here today. Brian, you write a music column for a men's magazine.
Yeah.
And what's the geekiest thing about you?
I like really cheesy TV, like Saved by the Bell, Sweet Valley High, stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe you should be writing for Tiger Beat.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Kelly, you're an administrative secretary.
Yes.
And what's the geekiest thing about you?
Well, I am host of karaoke at the local karaoke bar.
And finally, we have Sean, you're an office temp.
Yeah.
And what's the geekiest thing about you?
I have every issue of The Incredible Hulk going back to 1964.
I'd say that's geeky. All right, all pleasantries aside, we've got to get down to some business. Challengers, only 2 of you will earn the right to challenge the geeks in the next round. And only 1 of you will make it all the way to the final round, where you'll face the geek of your choice for a chance at that grand prize. Yes. But right now, 1 of you must go. So to decide who that is, we're going to start things off with 4 5-point toss-up questions. Hands over buzzers, please. In the subject of TV, Justine Bateman, Tina Yothers, and Michael J. Fox played the Keaton Kids in what show? Brian.
Family Ties.
Family Ties is correct for 5 points. TV Geek, I got to admit, I really like that show.
Family Ties is a very popular show. In fact, it was even popular with President Reagan. During his presidency, he said that was his favorite show.
All right, here's your next 5-point question. In the subject of movies, what 1999 movie is based on a true story of corporate crime in Massachusetts? Kelly.
Aaron Brockovich?
Incorrect. Sean or Brian?
Barbarians at the Gates?
Incorrect. Brian?
Boiler Room.
Incorrect as well. No points there. Movie Geek, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is A Civil Action, directed by Steven Zaillian, the screenwriter behind Schindler's List and Hannibal, and the director of one of my favorite films of the 90s, Searching for Bobby Fischer.
All right, in the subject of Star Trek, what device does the Star Trek Federation use to beam to a planet's surface? Sean?
A transporter.
Transporter is correct for 5 points. Star Trek Geek, do you think we ever will have a real transporter?
Well, not many people know this, but according to Science magazine, the transporter is the least likely piece of technology to be invented, although they have successfully managed to transplant small molecules over small distances.
Well, you're right. Not many people do know that. Now they do. All right, thank you, Star Trek Geek. Challengers, in the subject of music, what piece of drug paraphernalia is mentioned in the title of a 2001 Weezer song? Brian.
Hash pipe.
Hash pipe is correct for 5 points. Music Geek, a pretty interesting title for a song.
Yes, so interesting, in fact, that MTV bleeped out the words hash pipe in the video, and they wouldn't even print the words on screen.
Interesting. Yeah, the audience likes the hash pipe. That's not fair to them. All right, challengers, you guys are pretty warmed up. Let's look at the scores here. We've got Brian with 10, Sean with 5, Kelly yet to get on the board. Here come your last 4 questions. These are worth 10 points each. And remember, only the 2 of you in the lead after these questions will be judged worthy to take on the Geeks in the next round. Here we go. For 10 points, in the subject of movies, what actor displays his flaccid penis in The Piano? Kelly.
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel is that penis owner. Movie Geek, where else can you see Harvey Keitel's penis?
Well, for all the grief that Harvey gets about being naked in movies, it's only two, The Piano and Bad Lieutenant, out of a body of 100. Who'da thunk?
Very good. And do you have both?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
For the ladies.
Okay, here we go. For 10 points, in the subject of Star Trek, from what country is William Shatner? Sean.
Canada.
Canada is correct for 10 points. Got ourselves a close game here. Here is the next question. In the subject of music, what supergroup did Peter Gabriel front prior to going solo? Brian.
Genesis.
Genesis is correct for 10 points. All right, challengers, here's your final 10-point question. In the subject of TV, what fall weeknight sports show has been in the Nielsen Top 20 every year since 1985? Kelly.
Monday Night Sports?
Incorrect. Sean or Brian? Brian.
Monday Night Football.
That is correct for the 10 points. All right, let's recap. We've got Brian here with 30, Sean with 15, Kelly with 10. Kelly, that means we're going to have to say goodbye to you because, well, third place is good, but just not good enough. We've got some lovely parting gifts for you, but please leave the Geek Arena because the Geeks are allergic to failure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you two boys have proven yourselves worthy to play against the Geeks in the next round. You will have the next 2 minutes to rest. But when we come back, the four horsemen of the trivia apocalypse will go head-to-head with these two long shots. The challenge rounds are next. Don't miss it on Beat the Geeks. All right, challengers, the two of you have made it this far. Congratulations, you are both still eligible for that grand prize package worth over $5,000. Don't get too full of yourselves, though, because now the game gets tougher, because now you will play against the Geeks themselves. In this first challenge round, each of you will get one chance to challenge a geek and try to take his medal. All the medals are worth 20 points, except for our guest geek. If you can beat him, we'll give you an extra 10 points. All right, Brian, you are in the lead, so you go first. Please challenge a geek.
Jay Keith, I will challenge the Music Geek.
Music Geek, you've been challenged.
Are you sure you want to do that? It's not a good way to put points on the board.
All right, Brian, now, since you probably don't know as much as our expert here, we've leveled the playing field. Relatively easy questions for you, impossibly difficult ones for the geek. Okay. Now, Geek, for every easy question your challenger gets right, you will have to defend your medal by answering a harder geek-level question. If you should fail, you will have to surrender your medal, and the challenger will get 20 points. All right, Brian. Thank you, Tiffany. Brian, this is a visual question. Please tell me, what bald musician is shown in this picture?
Moby.
Moby is correct. All right, Music Geek, you must get this next question correct in order to continue the challenge. What bald musician is shown in this picture, and what band did he front for 20 years?
That is Rob Halford, and the band he fronted for 20 years was Judas Priest.
That is correct on both counts. Well done. All right, Brian, we move on to another pair of questions. What group fronted by Boy George had hit songs including Do You Really Want to Hurt Me and Karma Chameleon?
The Culture Club.
Culture Club is correct. Well done. All right, Music Geek. What boy did George Michael partner up with in 1989 for the top 10 hit Heaven Help Me?
Well, I'll go with Boy George as well.
Incorrect. The correct answer, Dion Estes, former bassist for Wham. Oh, Music Geek. Heaven help you indeed. All right. Brian, you get the medal, you get the points, you get a little kiss. Well done. All right, Sean, it's now your turn to challenge the geek. Now remember, once the geek has been defeated, he cannot be challenged again. And as a reminder, the Star Trek geek, our guest geek, is still available for a 10-point bonus if you beat him. It is, however, your choice. Please select a geek to challenge.
I will challenge the Star Trek geek.
Star Trek geek, you've been challenged.
Jay Keith, there appears to be no sign of intelligent life on this planet.
Oh. All right, Sean, here's your question. What is Spock's job?
He's science officer.
That's correct, science officer or first officer. Well done. All right, Star Trek geek, you must get this correct to continue the challenge. What is the name of the Federation rule that prevents the Enterprise from interfering with developing cultures?
That would be the Prime Directive.
It would be, and it is. Well done. All right, Sean, we move on to another pair of questions. This one is for you. What is Dr. McCoy's first name?
Leonard.
That is correct. All right, Star Trek Geek, ready for the next question, and here it is. What is Dr. Leonard McCoy's middle initial?
H.
H is correct, no hesitation. All right, Sean, the Geek has successfully defended his medal twice. That means we're going to go to the 15-second Geek Off to decide this challenge. When I say go, you will have 15 seconds to name as many well-known, valid responses as you can in the following category. Sci-fi TV shows. Go.
Lost in Space, Time Tunnel, The X-Files, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Space 1999, The Lost World, Xena, Warrior Princess, Hercules.
That's time. We are going to accept Xena and Buffy. That gives you a total of 7. 7 correct responses. Very well done, Sean. All right, Star Trek Geek, he got 7. That means you must get 8. You will also have 15 seconds. Your category is harder. Star Trek devices. Go.
Transporters, phasers, communicators, tricorders, hypo spray, the hydrospanner, warp core. What else would there be? I already said communicator.
You got 7, which is not enough to defeat your challenger. Star Trek Geek, you must surrender your medal in shame. We also, of course, would have accepted the holodeck, food replicator, cloaking device. Thank you. All right, Sean, congratulations. You got the 20 points for the medal, the 10 bonus points, and after the first challenge round, we've got Brian with 50, Sean with 45. Very close game. When we come back in the next round, the medals are worth twice as much, but I still get paid the same. Doesn't seem fair. Stay where you are if you know what's good for you. It's Beat the Geeks. Brian and Sean, it is time for 2 more challenges, but in this round, Geek medals are worth 40 points each. I'll remind you the points are crucial because only the one of you with the most points will get a shot at the grand prize package. Sean, buddy, you need the most help, so this time you go first. Please challenge a geek.
I challenge the TV Geek.
TV Geek, you've been challenged.
As the Hulk might say, Geek Smash!
All right, don't get him angry. All right, Sean, here is your question. What network airs Survivor, The Amazing Race, and Big Brother?
CBS.
CBS is that network, correct. TV Geek, this one is for you. What network airs Bloomberg Television, The Huntress, and Cannonball Run 2001?
That would have to be the USA Network.
It would have to be, and it is. Well done. All right, we move on to another pair of questions. Sean, this one is for you. I'm going to name a pet. You name the show. Salem, the Talking Cat.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That is correct. All right, TV Geek. Who provided the voice for Mr. Ed?
Mr. Ed's voice was provided by Cowboy star Rocky Lane.
That's correct. Alan Rocky Lane is correct. All right, Sean, the Geek has successfully defended his medal twice. We're going to have to decide this one with a Geek Off. The category is companies that make TVs. Go.
Sony, Magnavox, Panasonic, GE, Toshiba, Zenith, Larry.
That's time. You got 6 valid responses. Well done. All right, TV Geek, he got 6. That means you must get 7 in order to defend your medal. The category is Three's Company characters. Go.
Larry, Jack, Janet, Chrissy, Cindy, Terry, Mr. Roper. Let's go with Mrs. Roper, and of course, Mr. Furley.
And you got 9 valid responses. That successfully protects your medal. Very well done.
Right here, babies.
All right, Sean, that ends your challenge. Brian, it is now your turn to select a geek. Please challenge one of the remaining geeks.
I challenge the Movie Geek.
Movie Geek, you have been challenged.
Brothers and sisters, when I woke up this morning, I heard a disturbing sound. It was the sound of an unworthy competitor challenging my domain.
All right, this is a visual category. Tiffany has a video screen. Please tell me, Who is this?
Sophia Loren.
Sophia Loren is correct. All right, Movie Geek, another visual. Who is this?
That is the wife of the legendary director Federico Fellini, Giulietta Messina.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Gloria Stewart. What happened there? She was nominated for Titanic.
The woman does 2 movies in 80 years, please.
Brian, you get another medal, another kiss, and more points. Well done. That's the end of the challenge rounds. We got a score here of Brian with 90, Sean with 45. And now it all comes down to
The Geekwalizer.
yeah, it's still anybody's game because the Geekwalizer could be worth up to 150 points. Brian, Sean, I'm going to start naming titles, people, phrases, and things. You will have 2 seconds to tell me whether each one is currently best known for movies, TV, or music. For each one you answer correctly, you get 10 points. Answer incorrectly or freeze, and the Geekwalizer is over for you. Sean, you're behind, so you're going to go first. You need 45 points to stay in the game, so you need to get at least 5 of these in a row. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's Geekwalize. Bananarama.
Music.
Banana splits.
TV.
Bananas.
Movies.
Going bananas.
Movies.
Sour grapes.
Movie.
Moby grape.
Music.
Grape ape.
TV.
Gilbert grape.
Movies.
Nene cherry.
Music.
Wild cherry.
Music.
Lemon sky.
Music.
Incorrect. Lemon Sky was a TV show, a 1988 PBS movie starring Kevin Bacon and Casey Affleck. But no matter, you got 10 responses in a row. Very well done. Give you an additional 100 points. You now need to catch up, Brian. You need to get 55 points to stay in the game, meaning you must get 6 of these in a row to win.
Okay.
Let's Geekwalize. Billy Joel.
Music.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Movies.
That is incorrect. Music Geek, who's Billy Joe Armstrong?
He's the lead singer and guitarist of Green Day.
Thanks for paying attention, Music Geek. That means that, Brian, I'm sorry, we're going to have to say goodbye to you. You just couldn't pull it out. We've got some lovely parting gifts for you. If you'll please just exit the Geek Arena. Bye-bye. What do you know? Sean, an amazing comeback. Sean is our final challenger and is going through to the Geek to Geek Showdown for a chance at a wonderful grand prize. Now, Sean, of course, what you get depends on which geek you beat. Which geek do you want to challenge in the final showdown?
I'll challenge the Movie Geek.
Movie Geek, you've been challenged.
It's taken 10 years to make a film of The Incredible Hulk, but it'll only take less than 5 minutes for me to crush you.
If you beat our Movie Geek, we're gonna hook you up sweet. First, a 2-year subscription to Movie Line magazine. Then, a copy of Video Hound's Golden Movie Retriever. It's got a review of almost every movie, even some of the dirty ones. Then, shoot your own damn movie with your brand new JVC camcorder. Digital video in the sweaty palm of your hand. Once you've shot it, kick back and watch it on your very own JVC home theater system, complete with DVD player, surround sound system, and a 32-inch JVC TV. It's a grand prize package worth over $5,000.
Stay right where you are, because when we come back, Tweedledee is going to take on Tweedlegeek in a trivia body slam. It's Beat the Geeks. All right, as you both know, this is the Geek to Geek Showdown. The rules are simple. For each category, you can pick a 1, 2, or 3-point question. The first person to 7 points wins. The more the points, the harder the question. Now, for each category, the geek cannot take an easier question than the challenger. Challenger will give you a head start. The first category is who murdered who? Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
I'll take a 2.
For 2 points. In the film Pulp Fiction, what character accidentally shoots off the face of Marvin in the back of a car?
Vincent.
That is correct. We'll accept that. Vincent Vega is his name. All right, Movie Geek. You can choose a 2 or a 3-point question. Which would you like?
3 points, please.
All right. Who kills Dickie Greenleaf and Freddie Miles in The Talented Mr. Ripley? We need the name of the character, the actor, and the actors who played Dickie and Freddie.
Okay. Character is Tom Ripley, played by Matt Damon. Dickie Greenleaf is portrayed by Jude Law. And Freddie is portrayed by that great character actor, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
All of those answers are correct. 3 points. Very impressive. All right, we've got a score of 3 to 2. The next category is when animals go bad. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
2.
Name the man-eating crocodile movie written by TV's David E. Kelly.
Mystery Alaska.
Incorrect. Correct answer was Lake Placid. Still 3-2. Movie Geek, would you like a 2 or 3-point question in When Animals Go Bad?
3 points, please.
All right, for 3 points. Name the 1982 movie in which Natasha Kinski turns into a vicious leopard when she is sexually aroused, and the artist who sang its theme song.
The film is a remake of a classic 40s film noir horror film starring Simone Simon called Cat People. The theme song is produced by Giorgio Moroder and sung by David Bowie.
All that information is correct. All right, Sean, you got a situation on your hands here. Your next category is Julia Roberts' sleazy movie roles. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
I'll take a 3-point question.
All right, 3-point question, impressing the crowd. In what 1996 movie does Julia Roberts fall in love with a schizophrenic John Malkovich?
I have no idea.
Mary Riley was the correct answer. All right, no points there. Movie Geek, in what 1994 movie does Julia Roberts play a journalist who shacks up with a Washington Times sports writer?
Ready to Wear.
That is correct, and the Movie Geek has won the game. Congratulations, Geek. You have successfully defended your honor once again. All right, Sean, you put up a valiant defense, but in the end, it was just too much geek for you. After all, he is the Movie Geek. Hey, tune in next time when people dress a lot like you go up against people who dress in Technicolor Dreamcoats with gaudy medallions and big knowledge right here on Beat the Geeks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
It's Friday night stand.